MF Doom,
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Villain.
What up, nigga?
Ain't nothing. What's the word?
It's cracking, boy.
Same old shit, kid.
Hey y'all, it's Extra Mundane Goddess here, and this is my YouTube channel. What's up? What's good? I know it's been a while since I talked to you guys. It's been about like 6 months. I apologize. Like, I did not mean to do that, but it was not in my control. Literally, it's not because I was like, nah, fuck y'all, I don't want to be with y'all, I don't want to go on YouTube. Literally, it was just because a lot of stuff happened these 6 months that we are going to get into today, and it literally just changed my perspective on life and how I'm able to move now, you know? But before we get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you press that bell because I'm going to start being a little bit more consistent. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be 100% consistent, but I know for a fact that I'm going to be a little bit more consistent because 6 months is not okay. Definitely follow me on all my social medias at Extra Mundane Goddess on Instagram and TikTok. I might be more consistent on TikTok than Instagram, but to each his own, okay? So look, let's get right into this video. So if you have a blunt, light it up, roll it up. If you don't, chill and just watch this story time. Well, I'll say, yeah, it's a story time, I guess you can say that. But if you guys see me looking over on this side, I have my notebook over here, and it's basically going to still guide me on everything that I need to talk to you guys today about, because sometimes I get off track. So let's start. So the reason why I want to get into this today, because it's like I kind of owe you guys this, and I don't want to be that type of YouTuber that's literally just always inconsistent, you know? I want to prove to myself as well that I can be, you know? So, yeah. Now, the 4 things we're going to get into today is where I stood before moving, the process of moving, my old roommates, what I learned, and my current situation. We have 5 things that I'm going to talk to you guys about, so stay tuned for those. But right now, we're gonna talk about where I stood before moving. So, I was living with my family at the time. I moved to this place, different location. Yeah, I was living with my family at the time, and I learned a lot when I was there. My strengths, weaknesses, like, it was definitely not for the weak. So that's literally all I can say about that, you know, unless I want to go into a deeper video on, you know, how I feel. When I moved, it was kind of like unexpected, because at the time, me and my boyfriend was still in the process of getting a house with his mom, but the house was like not going well. It kept like prolonging, like stuff just kept happening, so it took them a while to get the house, but they did get it. But well, his mom did get it, which I call her mom. I call my mom, but I call her mom. So yeah, Ma basically got the house, and it's very beautiful. And at that time, while in the process of getting the house, my boyfriend had a friend that he used to work with, and they got close while they were working. But my boyfriend is the type of person to give all the time, and he has a kind heart. He always cares about others. So he, his friend needed help at the time, and he helped him out. And his friend was like, thank you for helping me out. Like, I feel like one day I'm going to help you out as well. And my boyfriend was just like, don't worry about it, he literally always does it for the kindness of his heart. But his friend was like, nah, like, I'm serious. So now present at that time, he called him, my boyfriend's friend actually called my boyfriend, and he told him there's no really reason to have two houses, so he was like, I'll give you this house for this amount of price, and you just pay that, and you pay the utilities, and then you just live there. So that was like really kind of him to do that for us. And my boyfriend at the time didn't know if he wanted to accept it, because the house wasn't for me and him, it was for him and his mom. That's what his friend said, because he heard about the situation, about how his mom needed a house, and he wanted to help her any type of way. So that was very kind. Now, my boyfriend, he decided to accept the house because she got her house approved, and that was like really amazing. And her house is like just wow. And like I said, yeah, her house got approved, and we got this house. Me and him decided, hey, how about we just move in together? Well, his mom kind of gave us that suggestion, and we were just like, cool, and he told me like, hey, like, are you ready? Like, are you sure? Do you want to move in together? Ask me, and I'm just like, yeah, I feel like we could do this. So, and I definitely also manifested that I wanted to leave my sister's house before she came back from deployment. If you're in the Navy, you know what deployment is, or if you're not, and you have family member, you probably know what it is, or somebody that's in the military, or if you know what it is, you know what it is, but if you don't, you can search it up. I don't really want to go in depth about that. But yeah, so we got the house, we got the keys in our hands, we moved out. I actually told my parents the day I was moving out. I didn't mean to do that because everything was happening at a rapid rate, but because I'm really like not going too deep in what happened, but it was just like a lot of stuff happened at that time, and it happened so fast that I had to tell them the day I moved. So I moved, I packed up my stuff, I left, I did my job, I told them, and they were like, all right, cool, like, be safe, still call us and stuff like that. And I was kind of surprised of the reaction, but they knew that one day I was going to move out, so I guess they just kind of accepted it with themselves, because I was going to move out another time before I actually moved out, but it didn't really go through. But after that, they just like, yeah, Chantel's going to definitely like move somewhere. So and this place is really nice. You know, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. That's pretty amazing, you know? So we were like, well, it's 2-bathroom and a half. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, it's real cool. But stuff wasn't so cool. I'm sorry, but that was funny to me. Stuff wasn't always so cool. So, yeah. Now, I just explained the process of moving. So, that's checked. I'm sorry. I was supposed to put the process of moving, but when I edit, I'll just put it there so you guys get where I started. But now we're going to go to my old roommates. So, when I moved to this place, me and my boyfriend got the impression that this was our home. So we were able to pick whatever roommate or whatever that we wanted to live in to help us with, you know, paying rent. We didn't need to, but we didn't want to have like so much on us, you know? So it was just like, okay, let's find a roommate. And my boyfriend had options. I had options. So we were still looking at the time. But my boyfriend's friend, we're going to call him the landlord now. The landlord, he was just like, okay, I'm just going to decide the roommate for you guys. Basically, because he came in one time because he was actually kind of living with us because he had an office, and then he said like he was going to move out, and then like you guys can decide whatever roommate you want to come in with. And we were like, all right, cool. And then he decided for us because I know he did it out of kindness of his heart because he didn't want the stress on us and stuff, but we were still looking, you know. He kind of didn't really like trust us. He basically didn't really trust me at first. I mean, he kind of trusted Reno, but he didn't really trust me because he didn't know me, but which is understandable because I didn't know him either. So I was just like, I'm not the type of person that always gonna talk all the time. I'm just gonna do it. And I, you know, did my job, and then he started to trust me over time. So it was just like, all right, cool. Now he was living with us, like I said, but he left. And before he left, he told us, hey, he got roommates for us. And we heard of these people before, but I never really like had a interaction with them personally. We got these roommates moving in, and my boyfriend didn't know at the time. So when I was at work, I called him and I told him, hey, like, we got roommates coming in. The landlord decided that he wanted to leave, and it was very stressful. It was toxic. They were not the best people at all. I feel like I want to do a whole video about that and tell you guys what I learned from it, but I'm gonna be very brief. But they were like not great people. And they were not emotional intelligent. It was just I don't know how to say it, but they were like not great people. And they came in on us and they tried to take over the house. And my landlord regretted every bit of it. And we got them out of the house. And now I'm gonna tell you guys what I learned about it. I learned about this whole experience, about moving in and everything. It was so draining because I thought I had expectations, which I shouldn't. But that's not true at all. That's not true at all. And also, I felt like all the pressure was on me, and me and my boyfriend had different disagreements when that family moved in, because they affected us that much that me and my boyfriend just started to like have disagreements with each other. So it was just like, it was draining. And they just switched the whole frequency of the house. I'm glad. One thing that I am glad for is that I have my own space. I have my own space. I am able to do what I need to do, what I want to do freely, and I'm able to actually take over my life. So I was very grateful for knowing that, and knowing my responsibilities, knowing discipline, knowing that things were gonna be okay. Like, I was depressed for 6 months. I was depressed throughout that entire time. And I'm just now recovering, which I am grateful for. It's getting better and better. I'm starting stuff for myself. I'm actually taking care of myself, worrying about my mental health, you know. And also too, the current job I was in was getting very stressful for me too. Now it's not as stressful as before, but it was. So it was just like work stressful, home stressful, work stressful, home stressful. Like, it was just too much. But we finally came to a conclusion that, I finally came to a conclusion that things were going to be A-okay, okay? So, so now I want to talk about my current situation. So my current situation right now is that I feel like I grew, and this was a part of the plan. This was a part of my growth, because when I look back, I loved the house that I was in before, but the frequency was not right. The people, they were growing, but they were not taking it as serious as they really needed to. And until like they started to see over time, like, yeah, I really need to take this serious. But at that time, it was just like, it was too late. Like, I left the house, and I started to live on my own with my boyfriend. But now, like, my current situation, like, I'm cool. I got this mic. I invested in myself so much that it's making me feel fulfilled. And I got my phone fixed also too. My phone was broke, and it had water damage. Oh my gosh. If I could have took a picture, dang, I should have took a picture when I had that Android, because I had to use an Android. And like, nothing is wrong with Androids, but it's like I really am not compatible with it as much as I was when I was an Android user, because my phone was like always always had a delay, and the camera quality was not for me to be able to start making videos. So it was just like, the way I like. the way I like. I'm not gonna say for everybody else is different, but the way I like, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna go. Catch you guys later. I love you guys so much. Bye.